Hey, it's Barça here, and in today's video I'm going to be discussing Barcelona's young left back Alejandro Baldé and why it's so important that Xavi trusts him this season. So make sure to stay tuned, because Baldé is a very promising player and he's definitely worth being excited about. This summer, there's been a lot of rumors about Baldé leaving the club on loan and Marcos Alonso joining Barcelona to compete with Jordi Alba for the left back spot. Because by now, it's definitely clear that Jordi Alba can play all the games in the season and Barcelona needs someone else. And I wouldn't count on Serginho Dest as a left back. So the choice is really Baldé or Marcos Alonso. While Marcos Alonso might have got more experience, Baldé is the best choice Xavi can make, I think. First of all, he comes from La Masia, so he perfectly understands how Barça play and what the values of the club are. Xavi knows this better than anybody else. For this reason, Xavi is also the perfect coach for Baldé. He knows what it's like to come up through the youth ranks and how your first years as a young Barça player can be. But let's take a look at his qualities and weaknesses as a player now. His number one strong point is probably his raw pace. In attack, this makes him capable of outrunning the defenders, and in defense, he will never get outpaced by fast attackers. This last one is crucial, since with Barcelona's attacking playing style there will always be a lot of space behind the defense, so you need players like Baldé, and Jordi Alba is definitely quite fast too, in this position. Marcos Alonso isn't that fast though. Next, he's also a great dribbler, what makes him into a threat in attack, surely combined with his pace. He can also use his dribbling to get past players in the build-up, so it's a great skill to have as a left back. Then there's his crossing. He's not perfect at this yet, but he can deliver great crosses into the box. Together with his pace and dribbling, this makes him into a very big threat offensively. Together with someone like Ansu Fati, who can stay wide but also drift to the inside, and a striker like Robert Lewandowski, Baldé would perfectly fit Xavi's system this way. I would even say that Alejandro Baldé is better than Jordi Alba from an offensive point of view. I don't see Jordi Alba dribbling past two players and laying the ball off to Rafinha, but Baldé is capable of such things. When it comes to defending, Baldé is on a normal level for his age, I'd say, but in the long term he can definitely become a prolific defender. Since he's only 18 years old, it's normal that he's still got some weak points. The first one I would say is his positional awareness. Sometimes you see that he still needs to learn where to be in what situation. I see him getting good at this very quickly though, if he gets enough game time of course. The other thing that he needs to get better at is his passing, which he is average at for his age, I would say. When I've seen him play, he sometimes made too much passes without looking before passing the ball, and just made inaccurate passes overall. Surely at Barcelona, this is an important aspect, since you're gonna have the ball most of the time and a bad pass means that the opposite team can break on the counter. Under someone like Xavi, he'll improve quickly at this too though. So if you look at the total package of Alejandro Baldé, you got a young energetic left back who might become one of the greatest offensive backs ever, and has everything what it takes to take over Jordi Alba in the long term. Who in the hell would let him go from Marcos Alonso, who is less pacey, worse in the long term and will still have to adapt to Barcelona? So with Baldé staying, you'd have him competing with Jordi Alba. Obviously, Jordi Alba will still play most of the games, but the last couple of years he hasn't gotten enough rest, which leads him to commit certain errors that you wouldn't expect him to make. So the second left back will have to take his position every once in a while for him to be at his best. In other words, Jordi Alba will be at his best if Xavi gives enough minutes to Baldé. On the other hand, getting playing time in Barcelona's first team is the best thing that can happen to Baldé development-wise. Sure, he'll commit some errors here and there, but these errors will turn him into a better player. And eventually, in 3 or 4 years' time, you might have a great left back who's only 22 years of age. The rest of Barcelona's defense has also improved this summer, so it's less of a risk putting Baldé on the field quite regularly. Then, there's one last thing that you need to know about. You might already know since you're probably a Barça fan too. Benfica's Alejandro Grimaldo, Chelsea's Marco Corella, Man City's Sergio Gomez and Real Betis's Juan Miranda are all good to great left backs. And they're still all quite young and might become world class one day. There's one thing they all have in common. They came through Barcelona's youth ranks of La Masia. They were all never really given enough playing time and ended up on loan at different clubs before joining another one. There they then develop and become really good players. Of course, there was Jordi Alba, but just imagine what our left back position might have been like if we had just given some more minutes to Cucurella in 2018 for example. If we let Alejandro Baldé leave now or even just send him out on loan, believe me when I say he'll end up at another European top club and will be one of the world's best left backs in 4 years, while we have Marcos Alonso and some young left backs that are not quite good enough yet? I don't think so. Barcelona should learn from their mistakes with the likes of Cucurella and put all of their trust in Alejandro Baldé. And at the moment, I believe Xavi is going to do so. Let's hope this gem stays at Barcelona. That was it for today's video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and feel free to share your own opinion on Alejandro Baldé in the comments down below. Força Barça and have a good day.